first weekend of November marked the Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Movement Weekend by the Foundation for Women's Cancer from Friday to Sunday in Washington, D.C. On Saturday, the Foundation for Women's Cancer offered concurrent, all-day courses for survivors and their caregivers on ovarian, uterine, and cervical cancer, all free and taught by experts in the field. WordOnCancer.org was honored to attend this weekend event and talk with some of the people involved.
D'Amica, we've seen you all over the place. We have been at a lot of events together, and we just saw you in Dr. Oz. What brings you to an event here, and what were you talking about at the Gynecologic Cancer Awareness event?
Well, when you're fighting cancers below the belt, your work is never done. I mean, we don't have the voice, not to knock any other cancer, but breast cancer is out there, you know? Cancers below the belt, we're not. I'm an 11-year cervical cancer survivor, and I wish we were at a day where we didn't have to pound the pavement like this for this cause, but the truth of the matter is we still do. That's why I'm here.
What would you say to other women? They do these courses all around the United States, several a year. Why should they consider coming to a symposium or an event like this to learn more about the cancers they've been diagnosed with?
I personally think that they're invaluable because, like I said, if nothing else, you know, it offers you hope. You get to talk to people who have gone through what you're going through, and, you know, you see survivors of this, and you also, what I really like is that you learn about all of the advances that are being made that you don't always hear about in the doctor's office, you know, when you're getting, you know, prognosis and, you know, operation dates and all of that. So it's really nice to see people that have overcome it and learn about everything that's up and coming that, you know, should you get a reoccurrence, there's still hope.
The main event of the Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Weekend is, of course, the Race to End Women's Cancer, a run-walk designed to raise awareness and funding for gynecologic cancer.
Tell us a little bit about the Foundation of Women's Cancer, its mission, and the history of the organization putting on this event today.
The Foundation for Women's Cancer has been around for more than 20 years. The foundation raises awareness, public awareness. This is our national event to get out and show about the importance of women's cancers, gynecologic cancers, that patients know about the subspecialized care that's available for the treatment of these diseases. So raising public awareness is a huge pillar of what the foundation stands for. Research and education are the other two pillars of the foundation. The research grants and awards that have been distributed over 20 years have fostered the career development and research goals for many of us in the field of gynecologic cancer research. And education, the number of survivorship courses among many other courses that the foundation holds every year is in an effort to raise the education both for physicians and patients about gynecologic cancers.
It's especially meaningful for me to help raise the awareness of women's cancer, and I'm so pleased and honored to be here and to also be filming for the Braxton Family Values and participating here with you guys.
What brings you to the Race to End Women's Cancer?
My name is Annie, and this is my friend Peggy. Our friend Vashni passed away on Halloween of this year from cervical cancer. She lasted for about a year, and we started this team 3 weeks ago, hoping she'd make it to see it, but she did not. So we're here in honor of her memory, and we plan to do this every year for her. And we're 4th place for fundraising, and we're very proud of that.
As you as a physician, what do you want the message to be to patients who are battling the cancer?
I think the message is all about hope and optimism, because we're learning new things every day. We're getting better drugs, better treatments, and that if you have a GYN cancer, that you can be cured, and to stay strong and really keep up the fight.
During the run walk, there are a variety of other attractions and things to do, not the least of which is being able to connect with the great people and organizations at the sponsor booths.
Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your book and why you wrote it.
I am a 2-time cervical cancer survivor and mom of a baby born via gestational carrier. So I wanted to share my story and my voice to empower other women. And so it's called How I Lost My Uterus and Found My Voice. And really, I just didn't feel like when I was going through treatment, there were a lot of people talking about fertility, which is so important for young women. And then once the cancer's over with, you're changed. How do you have sex again? how do you deal with all of the damage that the cancer's caused to your body, and how do you feel good in your own skin again? And I just hope that by sharing my story that other readers will be moved and inspired. They'll help them deal with their cancer and find their inner voice and claim their new normal.
Well, I am William Rusty Robinson, and I am a gynecologic oncologist from Tulane Medical School in New Orleans, Louisiana. And I'm here as part of NED, which is short for No Evidence of Disease. And we're a band of 6 gynecologic oncologists from all over the country who get together to make rock and roll music. We've been a band for about 4.5 years. We do all of this as a benefit to the Foundation for Women's Cancer, and we played a show here in DC this past Friday night, at the Globe Theater that had a sold-out crowd, very enthusiastic crowd, and we just had a wonderful time, and we're delighted to be here this morning for the Race to End Women's Cancer.
One of the things that happened on Friday night was the preview of the documentary, basically. Can you tell us a little bit about the documentary and when people can start looking for it?
Yeah. Spark Media Group, which is located here in DC, actually came to us about 1.5 years ago and wanted to do a documentary about the evolution of the band and its relationship to the foundation and to our patients. And we agreed, and they've been following us around with their cameras for the last 1.5 years. And it's been a lot of fun as an experience, certainly something unique for us. But even more important, I think it will be another factor in raising awareness for women's cancers. They screened a preview of the documentary Friday night, which was very moving, and I think everybody in the house basically was touched by it. So I'm looking forward to it. My understanding is that it is due to be released sometime early in 2013.
Be sure to sign up for next year's Race to End Women's Cancer and its weekend events by visiting endwomenscancer.org.